everybody, it's Emily Dark Schooling, and I'm going to talk to you today about how I did with my 2020 reading goals and my plans for 2021. So, 2020 was just not the year for me. Was it anyone's year? I don't think so. How I did on my 2020 goals. I didn't hit most of them, but I tried. So the only thing I was definitely successful at in 2020 was I hit my Goodreads challenge. I said I was going to read 100 books. I am currently sitting at 110. So I did it. I was able to hit that goal. That is it though. Everything else was sort of a wash. So I wanted to read my shelves. And I said at least half of my 100 books were going to be things that I already had on my shelves that I needed to read, and no. I only read 19 books out of the 100 that were already sitting on my shelves, and I'm still going, how though? I don't understand how that happened, but I guess I bought a lot of things. I said I was going to complete the 2020 Build Your Library Reading Challenge, and I failed hard. Like, I did terrible. And I feel guilty because it's my freaking challenge. I should have been able to do this. But, and hear me out, this is what went wrong for me. I created a reading around the world theme for this challenge, which, in theory, is awesome. Like, I love reading about other cultures and other places. That was like the perfect challenge for me. However, for work this year in 2020, I was writing level 12, levels 5, and level 6, which are all American history based. Almost all of the reading I did in 2020 was focused on American history, which does not work when you're trying to do an around the world goal. So that was poor planning on my part. I knew, and I should have thought about it, but I knew that I was going to be doing this in 2020, so this was totally me setting myself up for failure. But it is what it is. I hope that other people were able to do the challenge, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I'm still very proud of how that challenge came out. I just could not do it. So, I think I only hit like 15 or 16 of the challenges, and I still I'm just bummed about it, but whatever. For my YouTube goals, I said I was going to consistently upload one video per week, and I did that. I said I was going to film more reviews, and I did not do that. I said I was going to do monthly reading vlogs, and I kind of did that. I think I did maybe, I didn't count ahead of time, but I want to say I did several months of reading vlogs. I just didn't do one for every month, which, whatever. And my goal was to host my own readathon, and I did that. I had the March Through History readathon in March, and I felt like it was sort of successful. March was a weird month. I feel like that kind of derailed things. But I did the challenge, and other people participated, so I was successful in that. I said I was going to be mindful of spending in 2020. No, I was not. I mean, it was a hard year for things, and I just, buying myself treats, it's a bad habit, but it's how I make myself feel better. So I ended up buying way more things than I needed to in the year of 2020 because it was a crappy year and I wanted to feel better. So I bought myself things. So I blew that whole thing out of the water. No. I was not mindful of my spending in 2020. I also said I was going to organize my bookshelves. No, I didn't do that either. So I did do some purging though. I did get rid of some things, but I didn't do much of that. I also said I was going to do less mindless scrolling. I did for about a week in November, I think. I have a vlog. I'll link somewhere up here where I did, I wasn't gonna go on social media for a week. And I did that. And it was a great week, and I should probably try to do that more because 2020, not a great year for hitting any of my reading goals and things, but I'm going into 2021 with very low expectations. I'm going to tiptoe in, we're going to be real quiet, we're not going to startle it. I'm not making any major goals. because I just don't want to do that. I'm setting really a low bar as far as my goals for 2021. We're going to keep it simple. I'm going to do my Goodreads goal again at 100 books. I feel like I've consistently managed that for the past couple of years, so I think that's a bar I can hit. So I want to read 100 books in 2021. I'm going to complete the Build Your Library 2021 reading challenge. I created this challenge to be sort of a comfort reading thing. So ideally, it'll go really well. I think it will. I feel confident that I can manage it. I'm going to do the Buzzwordathon. The way that Kayla set it up, if you don't know, Buzzwordathon is put together by Books and Lala. I'm going to link the Goodreads group, I think, down below in the description. It's awesome. I've always wanted to do the Buzzwordathon whenever she would host that, but I was always busy with other things and I just couldn't. But basically the idea is she picks a word that is common in books and book titles, and you try to read as many books as you can with that word in it. And so the way it's currently being set up is every single month of the year there's going to be a word for that month, and you just read as many books that month as you can with that word in it. My goal for myself is to read at least one book each month that has that word in the title. If I can do more than one, awesome. But as long as I hit that one book, I'll be successful. So, like I said, low bar. Then I want to read more nonfiction this year. That's a genre. Is nonfiction a genre, I guess? No? Yes? It's a genre that I keep saying I really enjoy but don't really read enough of. And so I really wanted to do more nonfiction this year, so I decided to set the goal that I would read one nonfiction book a month. That's a pretty easy goal to hit. I want to read one short story collection a month. I have so many short story collections in my house right now. I think I actually have at least a dozen. So that is a goal that I think I'm tentatively setting for myself, that I'm going to try to read one short story collection each month. If it's a longer one, maybe I'll stretch it into 2 months. But like every month I want to be reading a short story collection. Finally, my biggest goal that I've been saying for years and not doing, but it's going to happen this year. My biggest goal is that I am going to actually read my shelves. I'm going to read the books that I already own. Every single book that I complete for a challenge, whether it's Buzzwordathon, whether it's nonfiction, whether it's the Build Your Library reading challenge, whatever, all of those books have to already reside on my bookshelves right now. I'm also including new releases that I have already pre-ordered by January 1st. So not if I pre-order it after January 1st, but if it's already been pre-ordered, those count as my shelves. So I've already pre-ordered, I think, like maybe 8 books through the year. I think the furthest out book that I've pre-ordered comes out in like June or July, I think. I think it's July. So anyway, that's the goals. Those are it. I'm gonna have a great reading year. I want to read all the things that I haven't been able to read. And because the bulk of my work reading is gonna be much lighter this year, because I'm not doing any huge like projects. All of my things are updates. And the Read Aloud Book Club stuff, which is middle grade and always a lot of fun for me. And so I feel like I have more time to devote to the reading this year. So I'm excited about that. I'm also working on, using this as I read you my goals, I'm working on my bullet journal and I'm putting a lot of effort into it. I'm going to do a video, I think, of a flip through of that for you guys because I am so incredibly proud of myself. I am not an art person at all. Like I feel like I have the art skills of like an elementary aged child. But I feel like I've done the best ever in this bullet journal that I've ever done. Like I've been doing bullet journaling for years. Like I think this will be my 4th one. And I feel like each year I have improved. So I'm like so proud of this current 2021 bullet journal that I can't wait to show it to you guys. But that's like another sort of goal, is to like really work on making it beautiful. Because that's what makes me feel happy. It's what makes me feel motivated, is having a really pretty journal. So that is another of my goals. And also, I just think this is a very pretty journal. It's a Scribbles That Matter one, and it's purple, and it's cute. I just like it. So that is it for my goals for 2021. I'm excited, tentatively, to see how I do with them. like I said, we're tiptoeing. Do you have any great goals for 2021? Let me know down below in the comments and we can talk about it. I'd love to hear what you guys have planned for the year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye.